Hello Pisces, welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here. We're going to jump right in with your reading and we're going to see what messages Spirit has for you today. If you are a subscriber or someone who regularly comments, likes, shares, thank you so much for your support on my channel. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Just keep in mind that these are general readings and take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? Here we go. Spirit for Pisces. What does Pisces need to know right now? What does Pisces need to know right now? Wow, Pisces. Okay, this is pretty exciting. You guys are getting courage, awakening, and limitless. And then you have individuality on the bottom of the deck. This really feels like a pretty, I have even look at this card. I'm about to say, this just keeps reminding me of that energy of the caterpillar moving into the cocoon and becoming a butterfly. And here on this limitless, there are the butterflies. There it is. Plain as day. It feels like you're really coming into your own with this individuality. And I think a lot of this, Pisces, it feels like something is changing within you, and that is changing everything around you. And that's how it is, as within, so without. And so those changes that happen within us do begin to show up outside ourselves. I feel like, there is this energy with courage and individuality next to each other where, sometimes we want to make other people happy, or sometimes we, want to be liked, or we want to be validated externally. We want, others to really recognize us. But it takes actually a lot more courage to be who you actually are and to be authentic and to really, stand in that space. And there is a reward for that. And it feels like, Pisces, you are being rewarded for that. And sometimes the reward is what you think you're going to get by compromising it. In other words, it feels like you have energies coming towards you, or it feels like you have, I just feel the energy of messages coming in, obstacles being removed. This feels like multiple people that share your vision, that want to work toward your same goal, or that are similar minded, or have gone through their own transformation where they may, be ready to stand in their own true nature and be, tap into the limitlessness that is them, just the same way you are. Let's see what else is going on. I feel like, Pisces, that message is just for you, and it just feels like, kind of like a voice of encouragement of just stay on your path, keep being true to yourself. The abundance that is happening within you, you will experience outside yourself as well. It will come to you. For Pisces, please, Spirit, for Pisces. Yeah, Pisces, I mean, seriously, you guys are getting success. Okay, let go. Wow, abundance on the bottom of the deck. This is what I'm saying. It feels as though, the way either you feel about yourself, the way you're treating yourself, the words that you're using when you're talking to yourself. I say that, and look, this card was upside down underneath my desk, and it says communicate clearly. As I'm saying the words that you're saying to yourself even. It feels as though there is a shift. It feels as though you're seeing things differently. With this awakening and this let it go kind of energy, there's such an amazing quote, and I feel like I'm just going to butcher it even if I try to say it, but it's kind of like, instead of finding what you need to fulfill your spirit, instead of looking for what you need to fulfill your spirit, instead look at what is preventing you from experiencing it. In other words, What is ready to be released? What is ready to be let go? It's always such a good question that we can ask ourselves. You know, pain, suffering, the way we're looking at ourselves, things that we're telling ourselves that aren't in our highest and best good. There's always more that we can release. There's always more that we can let go of. We pick all this stuff up along the way in life. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. My throat just like seized up. But, you know, from our parents, from, you know, the schoolyard bully, from, you know, from all these places, we pick up all of these, you know, criticisms and all of these cruelties that we perpetuate on our own with ourselves. And, you know, it feels like it's time to just let those go, Pisces. All right. All right, so you have soulmates, clarifying, communicate clearly. I feel, oh, wow. Oh my gosh, Pisces. Ah, Pisces, Pisces. See, there's something here. There is some kind of message, okay? All right. I'm just going to start with communicate clearly with soulmates. I got this with individuality, with like singing your own tune, like letting your voice be heard, speaking your truth. If you have a need, you know, people cannot read your mind. It's like you have to say it. And if you don't have the courage to say it, if you don't feel like you're safe to say it, then we need to be asking ourselves why. You know, is it that this person makes us feel like we're not safe to say it? That like, if we were to really ask for what our needs were to be met, that they would say no, or that they would diminish us, or that they would, you know, leave, and we'd rather they stay, so we just sacrifice our own needs in the process. There's something here that's really shifting and that's really changing. And it does feel like it is this energy of, I'm going to tell you what I need, or I'm going to put out there. It's almost this energy of like, I'm not just going to kind of accept what is given to me, or accept that that's all there is, or you know, be in a situation where I'm settling for less than I deserve, or where my voice is not being heard, is really what I'm getting. And it's like, you know, if I say to you clearly, this is what I need, and then you're not giving it to me, or you're not you know, at least treating it with care, I guess is how I want to say it, like willing to have a conversation about it, a real conversation about it, then then that is my answer. You know what I mean? But we're done kind of making excuses for people. I feel like you have this mask energy here, and it, you know, the card says hiding true feelings, pretending and delude, gaslight and personify. And there's just this feeling of, you know, kind of letting people show you who they are. And a mask only works if, one, you never challenge it, or two, you accept it. You know, and like, it's giving me super specific energy of like, when you know someone has like a pride or an ego, and you know that it's fragile, and so you sort of dance around it. You may even compromise what you want to say, or compromise what you need, in order to not disrupt this person's fragile idea of themselves. In a true partnership, the other person wants to know. They do. That's what I feel. And, you know, that's a partnership. That's two people working toward the same end. That is like the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. It's equality and reciprocity, and it is a love that honors and that shares a vision and that, you know, equally collaborates to build the vision. Then you have this separation, you have let go. And to be honest with you, I feel something here where it is possible, Pisces, that you have really said, if you're in separation from someone, but you still feel like connected to this person, or you still feel like you're someone, or that it's not totally over or whatever, it is like, I literally see like the releasing of the reins. It's kind of like, you know, I am really totally letting this go. I'm not keeping an eye on it. I'm not checking up on it. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just really releasing it. And, you know, if it is meant to be, it will come back. It will. You know, there are lots of stories like that. Even if you let complete go of it. And sometimes, in fact, it actually requires that, because when we hold on to things, we actually run the risk of squeezing the energetic life out of it. You know, if you consider it's a cord that is connecting you to another person, and you're holding on, you know, with both hands super tightly, you're constricting that cord, and you're not letting any energy flow to it. You're not letting it heal. You're not letting the desire build. You're not letting it come back together. So with this energy, I feel like a true releasing of something here, some kind of connection. And then I feel like there is love coming in, whether it is from this person coming back around or not. But I feel like you have abundance on the bottom of the deck. And this to me is like saying, fear not, Pisces, everything is actually working out in your favor. That which does come together and that which falls completely apart, it is all happening for you. You know, sometimes the worst thing is those things that are sort of patched up and kind of, they're still giving you hope, but, you know, they're really sort of falling apart, and you're just sort of, you know, going, should I, shouldn't I, am I, aren't I, you know, and trying to figure it out all the time, because that prevents you from really moving on. So sometimes it is better when something just completely falls apart. If it is meant to be, it will come back together, even if it completely falls apart. There's no need to keep patching things up, or to keep putting your own needs aside, or to continue to sort of not say what you really need, or not say what you really want, because you know this person is ignoring you, or doesn't care, or their fragile ego can't handle your truth, you know. So let's see, let's look at the tarot. This message is definitely one that's uplifting. It is definitely telling you everything is working in your favor, and you are going to have success. 10 of Pentacles, abundance. If some of you are having some financial difficulties, I feel like just, you know, keep working, keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing, or, you know, keep looking around for an opportunity, because it feels very favorable for financial flow here for you, Pisces, with these cards. You have the 10 of Pentacles, you have Justice, and you have the 4 of Swords. For me, this is really saying, it's like, I know what I want, I know what I desire. I've made my decision, and that is that what I want is someone who is investing equally with me to build something of significance and value. And with the 4 of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it has really taken some healing to get to this place. You know, as people, even when we think this, even when we say this, sometimes we betray it ourselves, because it comes from a place of wounding. It comes from an insecurity. It comes from a place of, you know, well, maybe we're just unlucky, or maybe it's just not out there for us, or, you know, it's this person, you know, like we get hung up on one person and we insist that it be that person. And then, you know, that person isn't ever really rising up to meet the occasion of the Ten of Pentacles. So it feels to me like with the Four of Swords, there is this energy. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man, oh man. Pisces, you're building a new foundation for some kind of new chapter in your life right here for sure. You have two fours on the bottom of the deck, the Four of Swords and the Four of Wands, and it's coming from a place of healing. It's also coming from a place of wiping the slate clean, of, you know, really freeing your mind of thoughts that are misaligned with what it is you really want. If you keep saying, and I'm just using this as an example, but it's like, if you keep saying, I want this person, I want this person, if you keep manifesting the same person over again, and what you really want is the Ten of Pentacles, but you think it's like, I can see the Ten of Pentacles happening with this person, so I keep manifesting this person because what I really want is the Ten of Pentacles, but I want it with this person. But this person has already been in and out of your life, or this person has already let you down, or possibly betrayed you, or possibly, you know, shown you who they are. When you keep manifesting that person, yeah, you may get that person back, but there is no guarantee that that person's energy is going to change. And so what are you doing? You're manifesting the same experience over and over again. And if you manifest that person and that person doesn't come back, but you get someone new, but you're still manifesting that person, you're really manifesting that experience again. And so you just keep manifesting the same thing over and over again. So if you want the Ten of Pentacles, then don't manifest a particular person. Just manifest the Ten of Pentacles. Because it's like with the Seven of Swords clarifying this, it's like there is a misalignment, or there has been historically a misalignment, which, you know, sometimes it can be our core belief that we're not worthy of it, or that we don't deserve it, or that it isn't possible, or that, you know what I mean, it's not meant for us, or the divine doesn't favor us, or there's all kinds of, you know, belief systems that can actually undermine our ability to have what we want. And so with the Seven of Swords showing up here, that I feel like is what historically was happening, right? Sometimes it's like we're always going for emotionally unavailable people, or we're always going for, you know, people who don't really want to, you know, commit. And commitment is definitely part of the energy of the Ten of Pentacles, you know? So it's like, we're going for people who automatically are unavailable for this energy. And so why do we keep choosing that? It's because there's something within us that is not in alignment with what we want. And sometimes it can be where we even know our thoughts are not in alignment, where our thoughts may betray us, or like may suck us back into a period of time where there was something that wasn't fair or wasn't just. With the Justice card here, it's here because there was an injustice at some time, and now justice has to be made. And so it can be that we experienced an injustice, and that energy of the injustice has stayed with us. And our mind, when we leave it unattended, goes to that place and really dwells there and really thinks about that stuff. And that brings more of it into our life. But with this 21 card here, the World, this is saying no more. There is a decision that no more. I am making a decision that I'm done with this cycle, and that I'm choosing something different. I'm making a different decision. And with the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords on the bottoms of your deck, it's saying I am choosing a foundation, and I am choosing a foundation based in healing. I am choosing a foundation based in the answer of my manifestations, and in someone who celebrates the idea of a commitment with me, you know? So this may be, Pisces, where you're really letting a past person go. And it's been a very hard road for you to let go of this person. I mean, you are Pisces. Okay, seriously, you guys, you have the World card and you have 3 10s in this reading. Okay, this is the completion of a cycle. And you have the Magician, the 1 card on the bottom of the deck with these 2 10s. you know, Pisces, it may be that some of you really are once and for all putting something to bed, some kind of relationship to bed, some type of hope, some type of dream, you know, with a particular person. You may finally be ready to really let it go. You may really be coming up on this space where it's becoming very clear to you that that's not even what you want. You know, sometimes when we're pursuing something for a long period of time, we change a lot in the process. And those changes within us change what we want and change what we need and change who we are and what we're capable of. And sometimes we're just blindly pursuing something without even realizing that we've changed and that really isn't even what we want anymore, you know, or who we want or who we can actually even see ourselves having this with. You know, it does feel like there's a level of clarity that's coming through here for you that is making something really obvious to you, to where you're really ready to let something go and you're really ready to move on to a new beginning. And like I said, if you're letting go of a past person and it is meant to be and that person can rise to meet the occasion, then your new beginning could be with that person. But I feel like for a lot of you, this is like a new beginning, because you got 10, 10, and the world. You have 10, 10, 10, and the world. That's heavy on the endings. And you know, it's possibly a relationship where you were carrying all the weight, where you were doing all the work, where you were the one heavy lifting. You know, with these tears, that it may be sweat actually, but I'm feeling it like tears. It's like you may have been the one that was the emotional processor. You may have been the one that was handling all the hurt and the heartbreak in the connection, and it just got too heavy for you. And it's like, when what you really want is someone to share emotional contentment with, there's a lot different energy here with this couple, you know, looking out into this rainbow and everything that they've built, versus someone who's trying to carry a relationship all by themselves, crying by themselves. With the Magician card on the bottom of the deck, you're stepping into your power. You're seeing yourself as truly someone who can make your own dreams come true. Someone who can transform your own life and make it different. And this is like a real internal change that I feel like is happening with you. That is like, it is, you know, once you change your internal energy, the external, it does follow. So with the 10 of Wands, you have Temperance, and this is the energy of rebalancing, of centering, of growing, of kind of coming back to oneself and healing and saying, okay, you know what, I survived. And it is an energy that takes as long as it takes. And it is an energy, I always feel like, that reminds us to be kind to ourselves and to be nice to ourselves and to say, you know, like, okay, I gave that my best shot. It didn't work out. I carried the burdens. I did everything that I could until I couldn't do it anymore. And now I'm ready for my new beginning. Now I'm ready to come back to myself, be the best version of myself, and call in what it is exactly that I want. With the 6 of Wands here, you also have the 6 of Wands with the 6 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. So there is this energy with these two sixes as you're coming into energetic harmony with a different energy. You know, instead of harmonizing with this burdensome energy, you're harmonizing with what you want. You know, and we're not turning around and looking backwards. It's behind us. I love that this is the back of her. It's behind us. We're not continuing to carry this in our thoughts. We're not continuing to, you know, reflect on how we got done wrong. We are simply coming to a place of peace and moving beyond it. We're telling ourselves when those thoughts come up, hey, that I'm not aligning with that in my future. I'm aligning with something different. I am focused on my success. I'm focused on my victory. I'm focused on everything working out the way that I want it to. I'm focused on creating and, you know, manifesting and transmuting and alchemizing in my life exactly how I want it to look and exactly how I want it to be. And I absolutely expect that it is going to be revealed to me, that it is going to happen, that it is going to become my reality. With the 6 of Pentacles, you know, I oftentimes get the energy of, you know, this isn't just, you know, reciprocity in relationships and stuff like that, but it's also, you know, where the universe balances out karma, you know, where the universe says, okay, Pisces, you carried the burden of those relationships. You put all the love out there. You you know, you showed up and you carried the burden and you gave it everything you had and it didn't pan out. So now it's time for the universe to come in and make things right. Wow, underneath the Six of Pentacles is the Empress energy, and underneath that is your Hangman energy, Pisces. So there's this energy definitely of what you're harmonizing with is very, very different than what you were harmonizing with. And I feel like with the Six of Wands, this can mean like you're getting attention, or it can mean like, for me, it's feeling like you may be getting the attention of someone who is capable of the Ten of Cups. You may be, you know, coming into a vibrational harmony with another person who is ready for what you're ready for and what you want. Yeah, I keep getting the feeling you may be surprised. You may actually, look at this, 666. You may actually have someone who you've already caught their eye, or they're already thinking about this. If not, then there may be someone who, this is someone who's emotionally mature. This is someone who, how do I want to say it? They kind of hang back and they watch and they wait. They're not someone who jumps in. I think, you know, this is someone who has grown wise and weary from having, you know, gone in all in emotionally. Like, I don't want to say too soon because that sounds like a judgment, but early on in relationships, traditionally, they may have been like, you know, someone who is very eager or excited by the prospect of love and may have gone in and really gotten hurt. However, they're someone who has learned the lessons over and over again here with the King of Cups, and they have learned how to master themselves and not go in too quickly, too fast. With the Page of Swords, it feels like someone who, you know, they may be aware of you. They may look at you as someone whom they could fall in love with, someone whom they could see a potential with, but they're sort of like watching and waiting and sort of letting it be revealed. If you don't know of this person, or if this person hasn't come into your life, just wait. They probably will. Because again, with all these sixes, this is you becoming the vibrational match for this. You know, it is you becoming the frequency of love. You know, if you feel super far away from this energy, if you feel like this at this time is just out of your grasp, focus on gratitude. Honest to God, just wake up in the morning and start saying your thanks like a prayer, and say it as often as you remember it throughout the day. Keep a gratitude journal. Gratitude is the fastest way to raise your vibration. And with these sixes, this is definitely coming into vibrational harmony with this energy. And you know, if you're looking for the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups, which when those two cards come out in a reading, especially like this, and especially with all these tens, for me, it's a surefire sign as a card reader that you do have a major relationship coming in. But if you want the Ten of Cups and you want the Ten of Pentacles, then you need a King of Cups. You need someone who is not afraid of their emotion, who's not going to be avoidant, who's not going to run away at the first sign of trouble. You need someone who, you know, understands that meeting emotional needs is important and a worthy endeavor, and they seek to honor that, and they seek to build intimacy through opening up about their own feelings and being able to receive them from you, you know, your true desires, your true wants. You know, with that communicate clearly card, when I said, you know, a true partner really does want to hear these things. They really do want to know these things. They don't want to be guessing at what you want or what you need. They want to know for sure so that they know that they're meeting them. It's not an imposition. You're not asking too much. You know, they want to honor you. That's a King of Cups. So with the Lovers on the bottom of the deck, I do feel you have a soulmate coming in. I feel like you are becoming the vibration of love. You are really harmonizing with a different energy than you have harmonized with before, and therefore you're going to have a different experience than you have had before. Wow. The King of Cups is being clarified by the King of Wands. You've got every 10 in this reading. Oh my. You have 5 tens. We just don't have the Wheel of Fortune, I guess. But you have 5 tens in this reading. This is definitely like you're done, Pisces. You're done with whatever this cycle was. You know, it's up to you always to like make a different choice to be in a different cycle. But if you're not willing to accept this and you're willing to walk away from things that are not capable of giving you what you are truly looking for, and then I feel like it's done. You're done. You're moving on. You're getting somebody else. You're getting a different experience here. With the King of Cups being clarified by the King of Wands, the King of Wands is the person who, yeah, they're attractive, yeah, they're warm and, you know, have a lot of charisma typically. But this is also someone who knows what they want and they're ready to go after it, you know, and you know, that may be something that you have not found in the past. You know, you may have dealt with a lot of people that were like, I just don't know what I want, or I just, you know, I would like to do that, but you know, this or this makes it so that I really can't do that as much as I want to. You know, this is not someone who's like that. This is someone who's like, no, I know what I want. And when I see it, I'm going for it. You know, and with the Page of Swords being clarified by the 10 of Wands in reverse, there's just this energy of someone who is free of baggage, someone who is not carrying a lot of stuff to the table. So, you know, with the King of Cups, King of Wands energy, there's someone, it's not that they've never been heartbroken or that they've never suffered and that's how they're coming to the table unscathed. The 10 of Wands wouldn't come up in reverse. This is someone who has taken the time to work through their issues. You know, there's someone who has taken the time to come to a place of peace and acceptance with everything that has happened to them and everything that they, you know, at one time was burdensome to them, so that they could close out that cycle, so that they did not bring it into the next cycle. With the King of Cups and the King of Wands, this is someone who really, they probably learned a lot about what they want by experiencing what they didn't want. And they probably learned a lot about their emotions by getting their heart broken. But they have mastered it. They're not some aching, sobbing wound still that if you touch them in the wrong place, they're going to run for the hills and you may or may not ever see them again. They're someone who's ready to stand in there and say, okay, I've been hurt, but when I see what I know, what I want, then that's what I do. That's what I go for. And I don't let it go. I pursue it. And there's no obstacle here with the 10 of Wands in reverse between them and what they desire, or their ability to go get it, or their ability to have it. They're not going to be someone that's going to supply a bunch of excuses. There's somebody who is also, you know, wow, look at that, looking for a true relationship. They're looking for their queen, Pisces. With the 10 of Cups on the bottom of the deck with the 3 of Pentacles underneath it and the Queen of Cups underneath that, you know, this is that person who does want to share a vision. They do want to make a plan and they do want to collaborate with you. They're not going to run away from you if you tell them what you need or what you want. They're going to rise to meet that occasion. They're going to be grateful for the information and the knowledge. With the Queen of Cups, this is someone who is capable of unconditional love. And with the 10 of Cups, I mean, they're seeking the same thing you're seeking, and they have worked on themselves to also be capable of it, to be a capable partner for emotional contentment. I'm going to go one more round here for Pisces. So the 5 of Swords was coming out spinning, and you have the 5 of Wands on the bottom of the deck with the 9 of Cups. This feels like someone who, or this even could be you. Yeah, the 9 of Cups is an energy of Pisces. Wow, yeah, jeez. Yeah, so this is either you or this person's energy where, you know, all of those thoughts that would seek to prevent you from being able to move towards this or from being able to have this, with the death card and the rebirth card, especially along with all of these tens in this reading, it's like we're letting those go. You know, if you know, sometimes when we've had a bad experience and we've suffered because of it, like we've been cheated on or we've trusted people and then been betrayed, however that is, sometimes those thoughts will actually malign us. They'll actually, you know, sabotage us. We'll actually be so afraid of experiencing it again that we will actually cut off our chance at experiencing anything. And with that coming out sideways and the death and the rebirth card clarifying it, it's saying that there is this cleansing and purging energy of really releasing anything that would stand in our way, anything that would sort of quote unquote manipulate us to choose something other than what it is we really want in the moment. And then with the Nine of Cups being clarified by the Nine of Swords, you know, I say this a lot, but like people are a lot of times afraid of really their own happiness, their own emotional contentment. And you know, I feel like there's even freedom from this, you know, freedom from fear and just saying, you know what, now is my time to be happy. Now is my time to focus on my own emotional contentment and move toward what really makes me happy and not be driven or susceptible to fear and the fear of what if this, what if that. It's like instead of focusing on that, let's focus on what is making me happy, what can make me happy, what does make me happy. You know, it's kind of that energy of gratitude. With the Five of Wands here and the Eight of Wands on the bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands are, you know, external factors. A lot of times they can also be like a heart chakra blockage. But it can also be like, you know, especially with these like kind of ferocious faces at the end of these wands, it just sort of gives me the sense of like letting other people play too big a role in a relationship, or, you know, having other people say, you know, oh, I don't trust this person, or, you know, it's like on whatever level, it's other people possibly creating some kind of blockage for this relationship or some sort of obstacle for this relationship. With the Eight of Wands on the other bottom of the deck, it's kind of like we don't let these things stand in our way. We either communicate our way through them with the Eight of Wands and that communicate clearly card. We work through them verbally, like I tell you my truth and you tell me your truth, and we don't keep secrets from each other, and then we both know when there is a threat or an enemy outside us trying to take us down. Or, you know, if the threat is within us, is our own fear or our own blocked heart chakra, then we talk through it and we stay there until we have freed ourselves of the obstacle. The Eight of Wands is moving forward without obstacle. And so it's kind of like I work my way through it. So Pisces, I don't think the road is just going to be paved with gold and just so easy. It never is. But I do feel like what this is telling you is that, you know, as long as you, you know, and this person keep your own thoughts in check and focus on your happiness instead of your fear, and are willing to work through and talk through any obstacle that would come your way, including other people, there is a beautiful future here for you with abundance. The Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Cups came out twice in this reading. You know, and with all these tens, this is definitely the closing of a cycle. I feel like you are about to meet someone, or you have recently met someone who may really be the person for you, who may really be someone to treat you right and to honor and respect and share emotional contentment with. If you're dealing with a water sign, I remember every detail of that day. You let me down. I need security. Detach with love to clearly see the truth, and I wish we could go back. If you're dealing with a fire sign, Go slow. Take time to get to know each other. I'm so attracted to you. I am recovering. I admire you. This relationship can stand the test of time, and I still have feelings for you. If you're dealing with an earth sign, we will be together again. I will wait for a sign from you. So many things remind me of you. I know you don't feel the same. You and I were too young, and I can't get enough of you. If you're dealing with an air sign, I am not financially stable. You inspire me. I am becoming a better person. I feel the sexual tension. I don't want to let you go, and I look for you everywhere. Pisces, this is what I have for you. I really hope it helps. I hope it brought you some peace and clarity. If it did, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, guys. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye.